Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a Mazda CX-5. This is a 2-litre petrol automatic Sport Nav Plus model, and this has got stone leather and safety pack, which I'll explain when we get in the car. Now, I always like to give a little bit of background on the vehicles that we're selling. We're fortunate enough to have a very loyal customer base, so we often know the previous customers personally, which we did in this case. Now, this belongs to a very nice gentleman, local gentleman. I think this is his this is his third car, so he's on his fourth. He's gone for a CX-30 this time round, something a little smaller. So we know the car. It was actually registered on the 1st of September 2018, and this was our demonstrator, which is why I went for the eternal blue, because it was a new colour at the time, stone leather and the safety pack. So it's a fully loaded car. It was our demonstrator. We probably did, I don't know, a couple of thousand miles in it, and then we sold it to the gentleman, and he had a very nice CX-5 that we took in part exchange. So he was very happy with the brand, with the model. Now, we've given it a quick clean for the aid of the photographs and the video. I've done a lot of photos, so please have a study. I can do more, should you wish more specific photos, no problem at all. The car itself is in very lovely condition. There is no obvious, there are no dents on the car, or parking dents or anything. There's a couple of little marks that need polishing, but, you know, the usual things. It's got a full service history with ourselves, TW White & Sons here in Alpington. The wheels are all perfect, and no, she's just a very, very lovely car and a lovely combination. Now, we put a bumper step plate on for the gentleman I remember from new. Now, this has an auto tail lift, good size boot. This could do with a bit more of a clean. We've had a quick clean today. Needs more of a thorough clean, which my valet will do in the next couple of days. Seats fold, and as you can see, they fold almost flat. So perfect car for, you know, DIY or the family. Okay. You've got an armrest in the middle here, which has got USBs, the all-important USBs. That's for charging only. And then you've got two in the front for charging and for reading data. Loads of room in the back. And I just want to point something out. The rear doors, Mazda paid particular attention to this. The rear doors all open almost at a right angle for easy access. And I have a 25-month-old son, and getting into a car, like putting him in a car in a child seat with a car that doesn't have a good rear opening, is an absolute chore. So that's really important. That's something I would never have picked up on if I didn't have the little man. So that's a really important feature, I'd say. And a lot of people that are considering these cars and buying these cars do have young families. So I'd say it's a very family-friendly car. And of course, you've got ISOFIX anchorages on the rear seats. The stone leather, I think, is the best, but obviously that's personal preference. Don't be worried about maintaining them. They're really not that difficult to keep clean. And I often think to myself, I'd rather see the dirt so I can wipe the dirt. Whereas if you've got a dark interior, you can't see the dirt, so you kind of don't know it's dirty, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just baby wipes work really well, or like a leather cleaner. But yeah, no, these are dead easy to keep clean, and it breaks up the interior, which I think is nice. Right, so starting on the outside, you've got smart keyless entry. So when the keys are on your person, just press this button, and the car recognises you've got the key, and it will unlock. Now, this car came out when they just introduced the Plus model. So you'll see a filled out Mazda badge, because that actually incorporates a radar for the cruise control, because it's got active cruise control, or what Mazda call radar cruise control, which is brilliant, because on the UK roads we don't really have those wide open roads with no traffic where you set your cruise control and off you go. You know, there's always traffic, change of speed, etc., and that takes care of all that for you. It's really, really clever. I must say I use it all the time. Now, these Plus models also come with a sunroof, okay, and the radar cruise control. So earlier cars won't have that, and that's one of the telltales. If they don't have radar cruise control, they're not the upgraded model. You've got electric windows, mirrors. You've got the Bose Stereo. So the Bose Stereo is fantastic. I forgot to show you, actually. You've got an extra speaker in the boot to add to that quality, that sound quality, and that's where it lives there. And should you require a spare wheel, it all fits into place there, nice and neatly. You've got privacy glass, which is brilliant, especially if you've got young kids. It's amazing how even in, you know, winter months, the sun can be quite damaging. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-way electric seat, driver and passenger side, but you've got a memory on the driver's seat. So if you share the car with another driver, you can set that memory, and you can also set that memory to the keys. So when you approach the car, if you open the car using one of these key fobs, your seat will then adjust, which I think is really smart. So electric wing mirrors and whatnot we've spoken about. So they will fold, okay, like so. All right, I'm going to start the car up now. So you've got 2 keys with the car. You put your foot on the brake. This lights up green, so if the car recognises there's a key, press the button and she fires into life. Now let's start with the mileage. So this car has done 20,433 miles, and she'll be 3 years old in September. So really, really lovely miles, as they always looked after by ourselves. We always like that. It's always nice to sell a car that you know a little bit about. There's some extra speakers there, Bose speakers. The sound system is wonderful, by the way. Right, so when you start the car up, you also get a display here which has got your speed limits, basic sat nav functions, traffic signs, etc., etc. Okay, so that's really good, because instead of looking down, you're looking straight ahead. You know, and looking down for a split second, you know, may make all the difference. You know, you got automatic wipers, automatic lights, the LED lights. They're amazing. They turn as you turn with the car. When you've got your high beam on, okay, you go down a country lane, for example, and a car comes the other way, it will dip your lights, but it won't dip your lights completely. It will dip your lights enough not to blind the oncoming traffic, the oncoming vehicle, and still lighting up the road. It's absolutely amazing. I feel blind when I drive cars with normal lights now in the dark. I avoid it, in fact, unless I'm driving something like this. Right, you've got climate control, air conditioning, and it's dual zone. So, you know, if one side doesn't like it hot or vice versa, you can adjust that. You've got 3-stage electric heated seats, and you've got a heated steering wheel. It's one of my favourite features. Use that all the time. So you've got that there. You've got a 6-speed automatic gearbox with sport mode, which will make it like a more aggressive, you know, hold it in gear longer. And you can drive it manually should you need to. And I just want to stress, this is a proper automatic gearbox. Now, I say proper in a sense, it's seamless, it doesn't roll back on hills. I know a lot of manufacturers, including Mazda in the past, have used like a semi-automatic gearbox, which can be a bit jerky and roll back on hills. And to me, an auto gearbox should feel seamless, and that's what this is. I believe it has, you know, a torque converter. However, it does change gears quickly. It is 6-speed, so it doesn't really zap your power. So that's a really good feature. This here is your Mazda MZD Connect system, which is touchscreen. Okay, it's only touchscreen when you're stationary. Once you start moving, that's no longer touchscreen, but you can operate it here. Not that I'm promoting, obviously, you know, operating, you know, things whilst you're driving, but it is there. You can change your channels, radio channels, sat nav, phone, etc. So I'll run you through that just quickly. So you've got some quick keys here. It takes you to the home screen. Okay, entertainment. The car has FM, AM, DAB radio. DAB radio is just awesome. There's something for everyone here. Okay, you've also for your music, you can use AHA Stitcher or the USBs. The USBs live in here. Okay, and you can also upgrade this system for about £350 to have Apple CarPlay. So then you can mirror and you can use your Apple Music or Spotify, etc., on here. For me, Bluetooth's good enough. I'll put on YouTube or Spotify and it will play, you know, but you can use the USBs as well. Right, so music, we've gone through. Communication, once you've connected, you only have to do it once via the Bluetooth. You'll get your call lists, missed calls, made calls, contact lists, etc. Okay, and you can safely make a call, answer it here, decline here. Car has a built-in sat nav. It's very good, very easy to use. Find address, town or postcode, put the postcode in. Always got to put a space in the postcode and off you go. Whilst you're travelling along, you can look for some sort of point of interest nearby. I'm always hungry and I'm always looking for a fuel station. So they're the two I use the most. Fuel station around here, and it will tell you. You can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot on your phone that connects to the car, and when you do searches like this, it will also tell you the price of the fuel. It'll also give you live traffic updates, weather forecast, etc., etc. Okay, so nice comprehensive system and very easy to use. And in the settings here, so you AD display height, so you can adjust the height of this here. Okay, you can turn the display off if that's irritating you. Safety, now this car having the safety pack, you got distance recognition support system. Okay, so that's part of the radar cruise control. You got smart city brake support, so there's a camera up there. If you get too close to the car in front, it will put the brakes on. Okay, it's not intrusive. It's only if there's no driver input. So if you're not turning, braking, accelerating, the car will think you're not meant to get too close. Bang, it'll put the brakes on. Now, even if you don't ever need that, it will lower your insurance, because most accidents, the majority of accidents, happen at a low speed in traffic. So insurance companies really like cars equipped with this. Blind spot monitoring. So let me just draw your attention. I don't know if you can see, there's like a shadowed out part here. Blind spot monitoring. If someone's overtaking you, undertaking you, lights will light up just to say someone's coming on your inside, outside, be careful. Lane keep assist. The car has lane keep assist. So if you are driving down the motorway in between the white lines, the car will help keep you in those white lines. Now, I know that sounds intrusive. It's actually really, really good. If you let go of the steering wheel, obviously, I'm not saying to do this, the car will actually correct you twice before telling you on this screen here to hold the steering wheel. So that's amazing. You've got lane departure warning as well. So if you veer out of a lane without indicating, it will rumble and bleep, or bleep and rumble, whichever you prefer the warning to be. So this is a really safe car. Driver attention alert. I've been in the car before and I'll yawn, and all of a sudden it'll come up, take a break. You know, it reads your facial expressions and reminds you to take a break. Car's got a 360 camera. Okay, so front, side, and I'll show you. So look, you got the side there. I think that's the front. Is that the front or the back? Yeah, that's the front. That's the front, sides, back. So no excuse for bad parking. It makes parking really easy, gives you a lot more confidence into getting to those tighter spaces. Right, now the video's going on now, it's almost 15 minutes, so I just want to finish up and say, if there's any more specific videos, photos you'd like us to take, please don't hesitate to ask. Do inquire outside normal business hours, because we do appreciate a lot of people, certainly myself, will be looking at cars, etc., outside of normal business hours. And the car will come with a 12-month warranty. It'll be fully serviced, fully valeted, 12 months roadside assistance. Part exchange is extremely welcome. Even if you don't have a Mazda or a Suzuki, have a look on our website. You'll see that we will retail lots of other brands, so you'll be surprised what sort of trading price we can give you. And we can offer click and collect, home delivery. You know, we're here to make your life easy and a pleasant purchasing experience. So just like to thank you for watching the video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.